Let's talk about my car loan balance. I had a little bit of a OMG moment. All of this is now free space in my closet.
Story being told inside my head. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and be a man.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to your pre-fall healthy and wealthy girl reset. I feel like I have been waiting so long to film this video. You guys have no idea. Basically, I wanted to do this as a mid-year reset. That didn't work out. I wanted to do this as a birthday reset. My birthday's at the end of July. That didn't work out, and I'm finally getting around to filming this video, doing all of the things. We're gonna do them all together to reset, and honestly, it's gonna be perfect timing because fall is like the get your together season for me. I think for a lot of us, it's like back to school, back to productivity. So why not do a beautiful reset to get ready for this amazing season? Let's do it. So this reset is going to be in our healthy and wealthy girl theme, which is where we focus on our health, both mental and physical, and also on our wealth, taking care of our personal finances. You guys know that both of those things are what I'm all about. Plus like having fun and just other nice stuff too. If you're new to my channel, my name is Zoe. I'm 27 and I live in Montreal. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos if you like what you see. And whether or not you're new, please give this video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'll have it on the screen and linked down below. So yes, healthy and wealthy girl reset. I've kind of mapped this out in my mind. I want the overall theme to be like wellness and like mental wellness. And then that's kind of our umbrella. And underneath the umbrella, we have physical space, physical health, and I forgot it for a second, personal finances. So we're gonna be setting some personal finance goals. I have some little recipes and healthy little things I wanna make with you guys, and physical space, which is where we're going to be starting this video. Before we get into all of that, let's make a nice energizing grapefruit juice, my newest addiction. I swear, you guys, I've been making this almost daily for about a week and it makes me feel so energized, so healthy, wealthy girl. This is the juice of one grapefruit and I buy them like in a little bag. It's so much more affordable than buying grapefruit juice, and like the freshness, oh, try it, trust me. It's so delicious. So in this video, I want to spend some time just cleaning things up, tidying up. I really want to focus on the bedroom, so my bedroom and my closet. And we have the perfect sponsor for today's video, Silk & Snow. I'm so excited to be working with them once again. So I have a little unboxing. Okay, I already opened it. I was too excited. You guys may know that my bed frame and my mattress are both from Silk & Snow. They are a Canadian company that makes high quality and well-priced bedroom essentials. I love everything that I have tried from Silk & Snow, so I know that what I have here, a new set of sheets, is going to be flawless. I'm so excited to get these on the bed, you guys. These are the King sheet set in the percale cotton. This is like their classic bed sheet. It includes one flat sheet, one fitted sheet, and 2 king pillowcases. This color is this beautiful like brownie white. It's called Oat. I just feel like this color is a little bit more animal proof, if you know what I mean. It's gonna stay looking flawless over time. The best part about percale cotton sheets is that they get better with every single wash. I also received this muslin duvet cover. You guys can see it has this kind of like ruched, like crinkly look to it. I've never tried it before, but it's 100% cotton. These are the shams for the pillows that are decorative, and it just looks so cozy and like almost cottagey, and it feels really soft. Plus with like the natural wood of the bed frame, I just think it's gonna look so cozy, which is my goal for the bedroom. I can't get over how cute these are wrapped. Like this looks like the perfect little present. I just took it out of the plastic and it's so soft. The last thing I want to say is I feel like these will be able to wash over and over and over again, and they're always going to just keep their look. So I think it's going to be really good for longevity, which I think is important when you're investing in your sheets. So I can't wait to see how these look and feel on the bed. So many sets of those more affordable sheets, they kind of get worse and get thinner and get more raggedy with every wash. these get softer and more comfortable. It's like you're breaking them in. They will last you for years and years. So I am so excited to put these on the bed. I'm so grateful to be working with Silk & Snow once again. They're an amazing company, you guys, and I just feel like what they stand for really aligns with me. You guys know I am all about talking about budgeting and finances. The bedroom and your bed and your comfort while you're sleeping is a place that is worth investing in. So when you find a brand that really balances that quality with the right price, I just think it's phenomenal. So thank you so much to Silk & Snow for sponsoring this video. Now I wanna put those in the wash right away so that I can get them on the bed as soon as possible. Let's do that, and then we're gonna head over into the bedroom because we are gonna do a closet reset. Healthy, wealthy girls carry their water with them everywhere because they're staying hydrated. So welcome to my closet. We are going to be doing a closet reset today. This is like the main part of the reset that I've been looking most forward to because it's so desperately in need of a refresh in there. So with my love of clothes comes a bit of an accumulation sometimes, and so we are going to go through everything here. Fall is one of my favorite seasons when it comes to clothes too. So this reset is kind of twofold. One is to make way for new clothes, but two is also just to really not be holding on to things that I don't love anymore, that don't fit me anymore, that have stains on them. So we're gonna go through all of that today, and then later on I'm gonna talk about what I do with the stuff I'm not keeping, because I think that's important as well. So let's open up a closet. Ta-da! Now, half of this is my boyfriend's, half of this is me. This weekend, I actually kind of went a bit crazy. I couldn't wait any longer, and I was like, I need to get in here and start cleaning up a little bit. So I made a few changes, but I haven't really gone through my clothes and figured out like, what am I keeping? What am I donating? What am I selling? Oh, it's so overwhelming. Like when I'm looking at it just like that, it's so overwhelming. Okay, let's start with the bottom rack of my closet. These here are all of my very summery clothes, and I could tell you there are a lot of things in here that I just didn't wear this summer. So I think that means it's time for them to move along. Do you guys see JS's Buzz Lightyear? That's the little gift I got him for his like appendicitis healing. So he just stays on the bed. Okay, this skirt is super cute. I feel like I wear it once a year, so maybe. This is new. It's like a long kind of maxi skirt. This is a yes. Okay, this little set I got last summer from Princess Polly, but but it no longer fits me. And I wanted to just kind of open up about this, and I guess now is the perfect time. My body seems to have changed a lot from last summer to this summer, and a lot of the clothes that fit me perfectly last summer are too tight, especially around like my belly, my waist area this summer. And I just like, the feeling of being constricted in clothes is such a bad feeling. I feel like and I know many people, we have this tendency to keep clothing that is too small for us and say like, oh, when I get more in shape, when I lose weight, like then it'll fit me, so I'll keep it and it'll be my motivation. What kind of bad idea, torture is that? Our bodies are going to keep changing throughout our lives, and unless it's something really, really special, or you know, it doesn't fit you because you're bloated up because your period is coming and next week it's gonna fit you, that's a different story. But these little micro shorts to hang in my closet and just like serve as a reminder that they don't fit me anymore, I'm just gonna let it go. I don't need that anymore. And I wanna encourage you guys to do the same, because I think looking in our closets and getting dressed should be a source of fun and joy and confidence boost, not like negative reminders that we can sometimes do to ourselves. Not that your body changing has to be a negative thing, but I think for a lot of girls and women, you know, we've been conditioned, blah, 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 blah. You don't need me to go on about that. So I'm gonna go through this pile and see what's up. Juicy, hot, go through all of my tiny little tops. I feel like I hold a lot of weird emotional attachment to these, especially because I will remember like, oh, I wore this top. I have like a picture with this top and I used to be obsessed with it. So I want to keep it for like the memories, but then at the same time, it's just taking up space in my closet and maybe someone else would like it if I were to donate it. So it's just better to let it move along. So I'm going to go through this. Such good progress. Like, look at all of these hangers. All of this is now free space in my closet and just, I don't know, I feel lighter. I wanted to talk about a few like silly things that I do too when it comes to keeping clothes. The first thing is that I am so messy. I'm such a slob and I stain a lot of my clothing. It's embarrassing, it's bad, but especially like when it comes to white stuff, I cannot be trusted with anything expensive and white because I'm gonna drop something on it and I'm gonna ruin it. This top I've had for a few years. It is stained, but for whatever reason, I refuse to get rid of it. It's time. This probably unfortunately just has to get thrown out because there's like a big grease stain on it. This is so sad. This is like a Thrills Company t-shirt that I bought in Australia and there is a grease stain on it. This shirt has like so many memories for me, but at the same time, I never wear it. So I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile. I'm gonna see if like maybe there's a way I can get this stain out. The last thing I wanna show you guys is something that is kind of a bad habit that I do, and that is buy weird, quirky stuff at the thrift store, thinking that I am one of those girls who's gonna put in the time to like style this super cool, like I had anywhere to go. And then they just sit in my closet and I'm like, but it was only $7. I gotta make it work. And then it sits there and sits there just taunting me. You know what? Just move it along. Next up is activewear. I have quite a bit of it and a lot of it is very old. Like I have some things in here that are at least 5 years old, which is amazing. It's like a testament to the quality of the clothes. But some of them are getting a little bit raggedy. Some of them I just don't feel amazing when I put them on. I have this tendency sometimes to save clothes for like bad days. So I'll be like, oh, this isn't like an important day. This isn't an exciting day. This is like a whatever day. And I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna wear my meh clothes. But then what ends up happening is I feel meh because I would rather put on an outfit that makes me feel excited and inspired and confident. So why am I holding on to these meh clothes, especially for a workout? Like I truly feel like when I go into a bar class or a spin class, which is my main ways of working out, but even when I go downstairs just to like do a little 330 on the treadmill, I will have a better time wearing an outfit that makes me feel empowered. So I want to get rid of any of those things that don't make me feel that way. These Lululemon leggings were a Christmas gift from an ex-boyfriend like 3 boyfriends ago. Like I think I got these in 2015. These must have been Christmas. These were Christmas 2015 or 2016. Like that's messed up. They also have a hole in them, so it's time for them to go. These leggings used to be my favorite. They're like these Nike Pros with this cool waistband. They're very old as well, probably about 5 years old. I am tempted to keep them though because they're still really good. They got some holes in them and I actually got the holes repaired. So I think that shows that like I like these. These Lulu pants are brand new. I just got them. These leggings are from Aerie. I love them. Anyways, I'm gonna go through this pile. Then I bought 6 new pairs of undies as a little motivator to do a massive clear out of my socks and my underwear drawer. Remember that drawer? I feel like we never go through it and clean it out. So I'm gonna be getting rid of all of the undies that don't make me feel confident, all of the socks that don't make me feel good. You know, when you're like, oh, I'm just going to the corner store, I'm just gonna put on my bad socks. No more bad socks, no more bad undies. But I'm not gonna film that part. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll make lunch. Okay, so breakfast for lunch, we have 2 scrambled eggs with ricotta, cherry tomatoes, and half an avocado. Doing that closet reset, you guys, absolutely drained me. I'm like so hungry, so thirsty, and just so in need of a break. So I'm queuing up Love Island on the TV. And I just want to say, if you guys are doing this along with me, or if you're planning on doing this, remember to take breaks, because sometimes when I do these like big reset days, cleaning and cooking and whatever else, I try and shove it all in one day. And I also try and power through it without taking breaks. And that's not healthy either. Take breaks, be kind to yourself, and have fun. I'm watching Love Island USA, and it's so bad yet so addicting. I'm only halfway through. There are 30 freaking episodes, and they're each 45 minutes. Okay, I know I just said to take breaks, but Love Island was really irritating me, and I was like, there's definitely a better way I could take a break. So 2 things. 1, we are going to make a turmeric golden milk matcha. Yes. 2, I want to talk about books, but first let's make the matcha. We are going to use this matcha matsu from David's Tea and just some regular old turmeric. And while this heats up, let me just say that I have no idea what I'm doing, so I really hope this tastes good. Okay, I always do this where like I don't blend the matcha enough, but I was literally blending for so long, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So turmeric is known for being so good for you. It's definitely something that I want to incorporate more. Later, we're gonna talk about my like new healthy eating journey, but turmeric is definitely something I wanna get more of. The only thing is that it's kind of scary because it stains so much, and the taste is also super powerful. So you have to be careful not to use too much and not to get it on your clothes. And like we talked about, I stain everything. So I'm gonna do like, what, half a matcha scoop? I feel like a little goes a long way, and it's better to just have not enough than too much. I'm gonna boil a little bit more water to pour on top, and then we'll top it off with some milk. I have to be honest, this is not that good. I think I need to work on the recipe, but I think I can get it there. It's very like cozy feeling though. Literally sitting here, I've got my books in front of me because we're gonna talk about books. It feels so fall and cozy. I kind of love it. So I feel like I've been in a bit of a reading slump this summer, and fall and reading, they just go hand in hand. So I really want to pick back up my reading habits and just power through the last of these books so that I can finish my kind of summer reading list and get into my fall reading list, which is Harry Potter. I think my camera's crooked. So I've been kind of stuck on these 3 books for the last month, and it's been very frustrating. This first one I actually finished this morning, and I felt a weight off of my shoulders. This book is in French. It's called Les 4 filles du notaire Heart, so the 4 daughters of the notary Heart. Doesn't translate super well. Anyways, I enjoyed reading it, but it was definitely a brain workout. Just reading in French. I haven't read in French since high school, so it took me a lot longer than it should have to read a book of this thickness. I'm proud of myself for finishing it. I'm ready to move back into English books. This book I've actually been reading since June or July. It's called The Body Keeps the Score, and it is a nonfiction book about just like our body's response to trauma. It's super, super interesting, but I was reading it before bed, which is when I do most of my reading before bed or at the beginning of the day. And this is not the book to go to bed to, nor is it the book to start your day with, because he really goes into detail about different traumas. And I'll let you guys fill in the blanks, but I was having nightmares after reading some of these things. I do want to read this book, but it's going to be one of those books that I need to make time for in the middle of the day. So I've never been one to set a reading goal, but I think for a book like this, I'm gonna have to. This one, I am so close to the end. This is a book about training your dog for separation anxiety. It has like really big spacing and pretty big font, so it's a very, very quick read. Plus, I'm almost at the end, which is just appendixes. So I have, let's find it. I have this much left to read. I think I could finish that this afternoon. The reason I got stalled on this is because with JS being sick and him being home all the time, I couldn't do Maggie's separation anxiety training. So I just kind of stopped reading this book, but I want to finish it so that I can move into more exciting books. Not that this isn't thrilling. Let me show you quickly what is on my end of summer reading list. This was a gift from Raisa, the book Every Summer After. I'm so excited to read it. She said it's one of her favorites, so I know it's gonna be good. Eat, Pray, Love, I've showed this one before, still on my to be read list. And this one called Very Recent History. This was one that my mom found in like a bargain bin. That's why there's a sticker on the front. It sounds really good and I've read little snippets. It's like just a book about like snobby people in New York, which I love. So these are my next up to read list. And I really want to get back into the mode of just like flying through books as fast as I kind of can. So these will be my early morning before bed reads. And then I will be reading this one, taking time during the day to do so. So right now with our delicious cup of turmeric matcha, I am gonna take a nice break, sit right there on the couch and read this book and hopefully finish it. So our theme for today is physical health, and it's either perfect or ironic because I am not feeling top notch today. I just feel it in my body. Also, my fitness tracker is telling me that like I'm not thriving. And then I played myself so hard by having a non-decaf latte this morning and my heart just like, my anxiety. Anyways, something I've really been working on lately, or I just want to get better at, is taking better care of like my cardio and my cardiovascular health. A lot of that comes from this new fitness tracker. This is a Whoop, and it monitors things like your sleep, your stress, your resting heart rate. It really gives you a lot of insights, and we won't go into it, but my heart rate and stuff is like a little bit out of whack. I think it's because I'm just a very anxious person, so my heart rate is always quite high, which just tells me that doing cardio is going to be super important to get it even higher, to like get that variation and not just constantly be at this like, you know, anxious high heart rate all the time. Plus cardio is good for you, and I know that I don't do enough of it. So I was going to do this later in the day, but once again, because of that coffee, sometimes when I get that coffee-induced anxiety, it's so physical, it's not even mental. The best thing to do is to go do something physical, like go for a run, go for a workout, go in the sauna, take a hot shower, because it helps bring me back down to earth. So we're gonna go for a very gentle run today. I don't think I ever talked about this in a video, but I got some new running shoes for my birthday because I wanted to turn 27 and become a running girly. So that's what we're working on. Can't say I'm a good runner, can't say I'm a fast runner, can't say I'm a long runner, but I'm trying. So we're gonna go do our best today. My goal is to run for about 30 minutes. No particular speed, might take some breaks. We're gonna see how it goes. And then my plan when I come back is to clean up the bathroom to keep going with that physical space. Then I'm gonna go in the sauna, physical health. And then we're gonna make some green juice and some granola. So that's the plan for today. And let's go do this run. To go so slow next to them because apparently they attack. welcome to my kitchen. We are going to be doing some baking and some juice making today. Over the last couple weeks, I've decided that I really want to take a closer look at the foods that I'm eating, the things that I'm drinking, the amount of sugar that I'm having, just what I'm putting into my body, and make a conscious effort to really eat more healthy foods, bring in more fruits and veggies, because I realized I really don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. Another thing that I realized is I do consume a lot of sugar, and it's no secret that processed sugar is not really good for us. So one of the things I wanted to make for a little while now is my own granola. I love how granola tastes, but store-bought granola often uses things like canola oil and they load it with a lot of sugar, so I wanted to find a healthier way to make it at home. So many of you guys actually sent me some amazing recipes for granola, and I kind of just combined a bunch of recipes, but specifically followed one that my friend Florence sent me, so that's what we're making right now. My favorite way to be in the kitchen is actually to be alone with a podcast kind of plugged into my AirPods. I just find it really helps me get in the zone. It's kind of like meditative and it's my me time. I'm someone who can make a lot of mistakes in the kitchen, whether I'm cooking or baking, if I'm not 100% focused. And so just having these AirPods and like a podcast in my ears to help me zone in is actually super, super helpful, and I find it really enjoyable. I was never someone who enjoyed spending time in the kitchen before, so if you're someone like me who just didn't enjoy it before, try going in solo and like zoning in with like a funny or an entertaining podcast in your ears, and honestly, it's been a game changer for me. So right after making the granola, I dived into making some juice. I wanted to make two kinds of juice. The first is just pure celery juice. Remember when everyone was drinking this? Well, I'm back on the celery juice kick, so I made sure to wash it really, really well and then just juiced the pure celery. Then I cut up some carrots and apples to make a carrot apple celery juice. I swear you feel like Gwyneth Paltrow when you make green juice like this. It feels so good, and you can store it in the fridge for a couple of days. The fresher you drink it, the better. And I'm trying to drink at least one glass of either of these every day. And what I read was it's actually best to start your day with the celery juice on an empty stomach. So that's what I'm going to be trying. I just love looking back at my kitchen with the creations that I've made. So seeing the granola, seeing all the fruits and veggies, it makes me feel so proud of myself and so accomplished, and honestly just proud of myself, one, for cooking and doing things myself, and two, for making an effort to give myself something nourishing. It honestly just feels really good, and it's like you're giving yourself a little gift. I just made a little afternoon snack. Vegan yogurt with blueberries and my new granola. This is going to be my new addiction, this granola. It is so good. I got the recipe from my friend Florence, but then I had to adapt a bunch of the ingredients just based on what I had in the cupboard. So I'll write it out down below if you guys want to try it, and just know that you can substitute like any of the dry ingredients for whatever you want or whatever you have. I would say the only essentials are the oats, the maple syrup, and the coconut oil, but it's so good. So for me, I feel like a reset is not complete without some kind of like goal setting, whether it's personal or financial. So we're gonna talk about my personal finance goals. These are always, I always say this, but my favorite goals to set because they're so tangible. It's like such a good feeling when you check them off. And I was reflecting the other day and I realized I'm really in this kind of zone, era, all these words are coming to mind. But I'm really in this stage where I'm building like the foundations of my finances. And then like I was thinking of it as if building a house or like building a tall building, where like my debt was like carving out the foundation and like building like the basement, basically bringing myself up out of the ground, out of the debt and onto that first floor. And then I'm currently building like that first floor, which is paying off the very last of my debt, paying off my car loan and building my emergency fund. To me, that is like the first floor, owning my car, having a $10,000 emergency fund. I am getting so close. I've been working really, really hard, but also very strategically this year to be able to achieve those goals by the end of 2023. Yes? You okay? My other two goals are a little bit more of like a month-to-month goal, which is to be 1 month ahead. For me, what that means is having my rent and parking already saved up in an account that I empty out at the beginning of the month when it's time to pay rent, and then I refill it throughout the month. And I do the same for my business, but I stay 3 months ahead because I rent an office, so I keep 3 months of office rent in a separate account. I also like to be 1 month ahead for my cash envelopes, which is $1,000. So both of those are currently checked off, which feels really nice. Let's talk about the two big goals, the car loan and the emergency fund. Let's start with the emergency fund because I have a little bit of a story time with the car loan. My emergency fund is currently at $8,192. So I am $2,000 away from my $10,000 goal. This is the closest I've been in a while. This is the longest stretch I've been without taking money from this account, and it feels so good, you guys. Like I feel like I can see myself, if we're going with that visual, I'm getting up to that second floor and it just feels amazing. My goal for the summer and my goal for like my birthday and stuff was that I really wanted to make a contribution either to pay off my car loan or to make further strides in my emergency fund. This summer hasn't gone the way I necessarily wanted it to financially. It's gone very well, but I've been spending a lot of money. Copywriting has been a lot slower than usual, which brings my income down, and sponsored videos as well as views are often a little bit less in the summertime, which also brings my income down a little bit. In July, I did really, really well, like actually better than average. I was really surprised. For August, I did very average, which I'm grateful for. I think sometimes it's easy to always want to surpass your goals and then be disappointed when you just kind of do average, but doing average is still good. However, I don't know, I guess I was hoping for some like extra injection of cash that would allow me to like pay off both of these things. And anyways, it didn't happen. So slow and steady wins the race. I'm gonna keep moving towards my goals. I'm getting off track. My plan for my emergency fund was to put $470 aside each and every month. And I have been like religiously sticking to that. And that is the plan until the end of the year. That number will get me to 10,000 by the end of the year. So yes, sometimes we want to move faster than the goals that we set for ourselves. Sometimes it's not possible. Maybe in September it's going to be possible. Maybe, you know, I'm going to have something happen that makes it possible. But until then, I need to just be satisfied that I'm achieving my goal, even though I'm not surpassing it. Let's talk about my car loan balance. I had a little bit of a OMG moment when I looked at this earlier today because I hadn't checked my car loan balance in a little while. The bank automatically takes out these like predetermined payments twice a month. I make a payment of $104. So today when I went to look at the balance, it was $639.99. So the last three digits were 999. Now, if any of you guys are into angel numbers, maybe you know what 999 means. I do believe that angel numbers mean something different for everyone. And to me, 999 means the closing of a chapter. So seeing that number, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is the number that I want to close out this car loan with, because between my emergency fund and my car loan, I'm really more leaning towards wanting to actually prioritize the car loan just because I want to have that feeling of being debt free. Now, again, when I first saw this, I was like, this means I should pay it off today. I'm going to pay it off on camera. It's going to be so good. But when I took a better look at my finances, I realized I just don't have that flexy money right now because I want to keep my money for paying rent and all of that. That's coming up very soon. So it's not going to happen immediately. But the payment just came out. So I think that I can make it work, that from now and in the next 2 weeks, I can pull together the $639.99 and make this my last car loan payment. It's kind of a long story of how I figured out what 999 means to me, but basically in university, I was writing my very last finance exam. I did a minor in personal finance. I did a minor in finance. And in my last exam, I had my calculator on my desk and I must have nudged it or something, like, you know, just while you're working. And when I went to look at the calculator, it said 999, which wasn't one of the answers to any of the questions. So I went home and Googled it, and one of the meanings of it was closing of a chapter, which was so fitting because I was closing the chapter on my finance minor. So I always just felt a really strong connection to 999, and now seeing it here, I'm just taking it as a sign that I'm on the right track. I'm gonna pay off this debt very soon. I also believe that money can come to us from unexpected sources if we are open to it. So I'm open to it. And that is that for my car loan. So you guys can stay up to date with my finances through the money videos that I post periodically throughout the month. I'm so excited for that debt to be paid off, and I'm so excited to just continue making strides with my emergency fund, getting us closer and closer to that second floor. I just feel like that was the very necessary last step in this reset routine. I have done this over 3 days and I am feeling so good, so calm inside, and so happy. So I really encourage you guys to try out whatever formula works for you for a little reset. I promise you it's gonna feel so good. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, for resetting with me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're feeling ready for the new season. I'm so excited for fall. If you guys have any fall video requests, let me know in the comments. I also wanna thank Silk and Snow for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so much. And with that being said, you guys, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.